No.
For a limited time, borrow money for whatever you want, and Norwest will make one of your loan payments free.
No way.
Get unbelievable checking. Then get an unbelievable loan with one of your loan payments free.
No!
The Norwest Unbelievable One Payment Free Loan. Does your bank have it?
No.
Child safety seats. Are you using them correctly? We'll have a story at 10.
On the morning after the election, some of our old and dear friends had gathered for breakfast. With a mixture of exhaustion and elation, Bill and I walked over to where that reunion was taking place, and the conversation turned to memories we have all shared in the years past. One of those old friends in the kitchen that morning was Randy Goodrum. Randy was one of the musicians, along with Joe Newman, who played in Bill's high school jazz trio, the Three Kings. Randy has since become a well-known and respected composer. And amidst the laughter and the chatter that morning, I turned to Randy and said, you know, wouldn't it be wonderful if you could write a song that captured what we are all feeling here this morning? I am so pleased that Randy is here tonight to share with us that sense of reunion.
You're planning to stay for a while. Hello, dreams. I'm glad you could make it. Well, someone told me that you had died. Well, wipe your feet. Here, let me take your jacket. Come on in and sit by the fire. In the dining room's a table that's ready to be filled with the fruits of future labors, and with your help soon it will. The world and all its leaders could sure use your advice. So welcome home, old friends, and thanks for coming by. And hello, Faith, I see trust is right beside you. Well, you're a sight for my sore eyes. Sit by the fire. And hello, harmony, peace and understanding. You're the last but not the least. Welcome back to the home of humanity. What a wonderful reunion this will be. What a wonderful reunion this will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, President-elect Bill Clinton, Hillary Rodham Clinton, and Chelsea. Landover, Maryland, the 52nd Presidential Inaugural Gala with the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. Warren Beatty, Annette Bening, Michael Bolton, Chevy Chase, Judy Collins, Bill Cosby, Macaulay Culkin, Richard Dreyfuss, Phil Driscoll, Sally Field, Fleetwood Mac, Aretha Franklin, Randy Goodrum, Goldie Hawn, Barbara Hendricks, Michael Jackson, Reggie Jackson, James Earl Jones, Jack Lemmon, Barry Manilow, Edward James Olmos, Barbra Streisand, Chuck Berry and Friends. The All-Star Jazz Reunion with choirs from Eastern High School, Philander Smith College, Watkins Mill Elementary School, and performing groups from the United States Armed Forces.
A presidential inauguration. For 2 centuries now, a proud ceremony of succession and renewal.
I, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, do solemnly.
I, Dwight D. Eisenhower, do solemnly swear.
So help me God.
For no matter how bitter the election or how troubled the times, in the United States, the torch is passed peacefully and with grace.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, let its music resound throughout the nation. Let it celebrate sweet liberty that is keeping us free and strong. Let freedom ring, and let everyone share its inspiration. Let the promise not be satisfied until no one's denied its song. It's a dream to build upon. We take the dream and pass it on, and on, and on, and let freedom sing. Let freedom ring. For the children of every generation. May the love of freedom always ring, and let everyone sing along. It's a dream to build upon. We take the dream and pass it on, and on, and on, and let freedom sing. Let freedom ring. brought us this far. It proclaims who we are. And together we sing, let freedom ring. People all over the world, let freedom ring. People everywhere, let freedom ring. All over, people all over the world, freedom ring. People everywhere, freedom ring. People all over, let freedom
The Presidential Inaugural Gala, sponsored by Anheuser-Busch, where caring for the environment is a pledge and a promise. And by Samsonite, our strengths are legendary. And by Federal Express, for documents, packages, and freight worldwide, our most important package is yours. And by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately?
The future belongs to the young, but its promise rests in all our hands today. At SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, we're working for a brighter tomorrow. By establishing the Busch Wildlife Preserve and the SeaWorld Research Institute, we're moving to preserve that which has been given to us in trust. At Anheuser-Busch, we realize if we're to make way for the generations to come, we must all work to preserve what we have today.
If you could see inside your suitcase when you travel, you'd see how Samsonite Hardside protects what's inside. Because Samsonite has a crush-resistant outer shell and a durable hardside construction that's designed to hold up over the long haul.
Daddy, did you bring me anything?
Samsonite Hardside. After all, you've got your life in there.
Ask anyone who's driven a Ford lately. Ask them why Taurus is the best-selling car in America. Why F-Series is the best-selling truck in America. In fact, ask them why 5 of the 10 best-selling cars and trucks in America are Fords. Ask and they'll tell you. Quality breeds success. Have you driven a Ford lately? It's more than just a question. It's an answer.
Can't someone pick up my phone? Carrie here.
You're dead, Carrie. That package you promised never got here.
This isn't Mr. Carey. This is his secretary. Please hold.
Federal Express, I need to check on a package fast.
Keep holding, please. I hear Mr. Carey down the hall.
Your package
Only Federal Express can confirm delivery in seconds. Other companies can take days.
That package was delivered at 9:07, signed for by Mr. Hanson.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Federal Express, our most important package is yours.
In the heat of an illicit affair, could a prominent judge have committed the perfect crime?
We don't have a smoking gun yet, but the man is as guilty as sin.
In the heat of the night, Wednesday.
Friday.
Liar!
How does a golden girl get revenge?
You could try doing what I always do. Blanche, I'm not going to get naked and call the fire department.
Then, when the major and general go back to school, who gets caught cheating? Naughty, naughty. And party with the designing women. On an all-new night of comedy, Friday.
In this small western town, she's going to do what no one has ever seen.
If this doesn't work, everyone will blame me.
Jane Seymour, Dr. Quinn, Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Lemmon.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 52nd Presidential Inaugural Gala. Now, tonight marks the final entertainment event before the inaugural ceremonies to be held tomorrow at noon. And this past week has been festive. It's been filled with a remarkable diversity of talent and culture. In honor of the new administration and in keeping with the theme American Reunion, we have gathered into our tent tonight a veritable cornucopia of classy co-conspirators. A multi-magnificent mix of music and movement, a mellifluous melange of melody, mirth, and meaning. One could almost say a pastiche, a panorama of performance perfectly paced to provide pleasure from this penultimate presentation. In other words, have we got a show for you? Oh! Forget the talks, let it out. This is a democratic celebration. Now, not... But not so much in the political sense, more in the sense of it being all-inclusive and all-welcoming. All right? And I am here to tell you, as one who has waited a long, long time for this day, I am delighted to be here, to be included. One of the best ways to get to know a person behind the persona is to talk to the people who knew him before the fame and media attention. That's what we have done with Bill Clinton. Some of the people we spoke to go back even before the advent of fast foods. Anyhow, just about all of them are here tonight to share in the success of the local boy who made good. Now, you've already met one of Bill's musical buddies from the early days, Randy Goodrum. Now, meet on film the rest of the band.
Randy Goodrum and Bill and I had a jazz trio. One time we got talked into playing some rock and roll for a dance when we were in high school. We didn't play much rock and roll, but we were trying for this dance. And nobody would dance. And as I recall, we had to roll in a record player to get the party underway, and we were a bust.
When George Washington took the oath of office, it was a pretty sparse affair. You know, maybe a couple of fifes, a drum, new set of wooden teeth. Those were the only highlights of his inaugural. Now, I wonder what George would have thought of this extraordinary array of talent gathered here tonight. The best of the best is here, including some of the finest practitioners in a field of music close to the heart of our newest president. So get ready for some good old-fashioned rock and roll. Starting with the man who started it all, Chuck Berry. The outrageous pioneer and musical legend, Little Richard. Yeah. The outstanding, long-standing drummer for Mr. Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band, Max Weinberg. Eric Clapton's award-winning bassist, the incredible Nathan East. And on keyboards, the man every rock star wants on his album and on his stage, Philinganes. World-class guitarist, composer with the group Ambrosia, David Pack. Also on guitar, the genius who helped create the unique sound of Cosby, Stills, and Nash, Stephen Stills. And a second-generation star of the first magnitude on harmonica, the daughter of Chuck Berry, Ingrid Berry Clay. So let's rock and roll! Sometimes I will, then again I think I won't. Sometimes I do, then again I think I don't. Looked at my watch and it was 7:45. You know, Bill's gonna get this country straight, just rock. And it was 8:45. I know, I hope and pray that you really feel fine.
Bill Clinton, Hillary, and Big Al Gore. We were really rocking and rolling. Reeling and rocking, rolling till the break of dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, Little Richard. Good golly, Miss Molly. So like the bone. Woo, Miss Molly. So like the bone. Oh, when you're rocking down the road, I keep it on my phone. And from the early morning to the early night, when I come Miss Molly rocking out the hopper blue light. Good golly, Miss Molly. Woo, oh, when you're rocking down the road, I keep it on my phone. Woo.
Presidential Inaugural Gala will continue with Aretha Franklin and Michael Bolton.
Well, I think that over 10% of the U.S. population goes to bed hungry, and that's something that's hard to imagine. At my restaurant, like a lot of restaurants, we have extra food. Most restaurateurs don't necessarily know what to do with that food, though. And it's just a totally logical connection that we who often have leftover food would want to address this problem of hunger. The most effective way is through an organization, which is actually a national organization called Share Our Strength. They are simply agents who connect the restaurants with the shelters. Because American Express has provided the funding for Share Our Strength, their dollars are actually going to connect food with someone who needs it.
American Express supports Share Our Strength. Call 1-800-251-7000 to find out how you can too.
When you were 21, we drank a toast to it.
Yeah.
We did do that. When you were 30, I can't read this. You could boast of it. Now you're 40. Look at there, see? So make the most of it.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that clever?
The Presidential Inaugural Gala will continue.
A new generation of leaders shaped not by World War II, but by Vietnam.
I wasn't the only one wearing peace signs all over the place either. There was a lot of us that thought, this is totally wrong.
Eye on America continues coverage of the Clinton inauguration tomorrow on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
When was the last time you fell in love with a whole town? Friday, find out what's behind picket fences.
This is CBS.
Think smart. Think safe. Think Mercury Sable. Last year, no other manufacturer in Sable's class even offered the safety of optional dual airbags. Not Toyota Camry, not Nissan Maxima, not even Honda Accord. Now, for $19.93, we've upped the ante. This year, we've made the safety of dual airbags standard on every 93 Mercury Sable. So think smart. Think safe. Think Mercury Sable at your Lincoln Mercury dealer today.
It's so easy to play this game. It's so easy, hey, that's the name. People just match 3 miles and do having fun when it counts. It's so easy. It's so easy. You could win 5 grand with just one hand. Oh, look into your store and see. It's so easy, yeah, sing it with me. It's so easy, our heart will be.
Weather beacon flashing night or day, precipitation's on the way.
had no idea I was going to be his personal secretary. When his chief of staff called me and asked me if I could come to work, he said, Bill Clinton wants you to come to work for him. And I said, when? And she said, tomorrow. And I said, but it's impossible. I have, my boss doesn't know I'm leaving. And I said, can you give me a week? And she said, 1 week. I remember I went to his inauguration. I saw him there unexpectedly, and he looked at me and he said, when are you coming to work? I need you now. And I told him I'd be there on Monday. He gave me a thumbs up sign, and I've been there ever since.
After the pivotal Battle of Gettysburg, they gathered there to dedicate a cemetery. Seen that day in this rare photograph, President Lincoln spoke briefly, yet his remarks captured the bravery and sadness of a whole war. He said the people would not long remember what was said there, but he was wrong. His words have been carved into our hearts forever.
Not perish from the earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Edward James Olmos.
Thank you all very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Of all the words that are used to describe this week, this inaugural week, the one I find most relevant is inclusion. My own background is one of inclusion, so I can relate to it, the entire concept. For you see, my root originally is from Africa. I am African first. Crossing the continent to Asia, I'm Asian second. Leaping over the ocean to add some Mayan, Aztec heritage, which in the 15th century, with the arrival of my Jewish, Hungarian, Spanish ancestors from Europe, blended those bloodlines and produced the multi-ethnic man standing proudly before you this evening. And we wish you wisdom and strength on your great adventure. This past election campaign fired the imagination of the country, bred out many new voters, and when the smoke cleared, produced a nation united beyond party lines. No Republican, no Democrat, human beings. For the good of the entire country. One of the most visible vocal supporters of this dream for a better America was a woman who was a Washington, D.C. school teacher, but is known more familiar as the Queen of Soul. She used her great talent to inspire and encourage others to participate in this reunification. She comes here tonight to add her remarkable voice to the chorus of those who believe in the dream. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the First Lady of Soul, the dynamic and most gracious Queen, Miss Aretha Franklin.
of days gone by, when hopes were high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die, and then I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and I was unafraid, and dreams were made, and you've been tasted. There was no ransom to be paid. No song unsung, nothing was wasted. Then the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your dreams apart, as they turn your dreams
the new 32-valve, 280 horsepower Lincoln Mark 8 to everything else. Then you'll understand why, instead of introducing it, we decided to launch it. The new Lincoln Mark 8. What a luxury car should be.
Fresh, pure, and natural. Budweiser, king of beers.
Have you noticed that keeping up with your competition has gotten tougher?
Morning, Pierre.
Well, maybe it's because your competition has gotten tougher to keep up with.
Good morning.
Because he's using Express Freighter from Federal Express. It's the only way to get shipments from around the world sent overnight by 10:30 the next morning. So don't wait until things get out of hand. Use Express Freighter from Federal Express.
If you could see inside your suitcase when you travel, you'd see how Samsonite Hardside protects what's inside. Because Samsonite has a crush-resistant outer shell and a durable hardside construction that's designed to hold up over the long haul.
Daddy, did you bring me anything?
Samsonite Hardside. After all, you've got your life in there.
The presidential inaugural gala will continue.
Will Bob be the victim of a fatal attraction?
Your butt. I want to grab your butt.
My butt is married. All new Bob, Friday.
Colorado Springs needs a doctor, and I happen to be one.
She's come to the rugged West with a purpose
I'm a doctor.
We don't need her help.
and finds prejudice and hardship.
If you're going to survive, you better learn to make it on your own.
Saturday, an all-new episode of Courage in an Untamed Land. Jane Seymour is Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
This is CBS.
The presidential inaugural gala, sponsored by the American Express card. Don't leave home without it. And sponsored by Columbia Pictures and TriStar Pictures. And by Crystal Pepsi. Right now, we're all thirsty for change. Ladies and gentlemen, Goldie, Hawn, and Sally Field.
Oh, good evening, everybody. I'm so thrilled to be here tonight. Oh, with my buddy Sally. This is my very, very first inaugural, and it's the greatest homecoming for me because I was born and raised right here in Washington, D.C. Woo! And I'm so happy! And not only that, where are you? Where are you? I can't find you.
He's right there.
Oh, my dad. Oh, there you are. My dad was born and raised in Arkansas. Yes, and he played the saxophone. Which is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, I'm amazed.
Yeah. Anyway, Anyway, he played for every inaugural in this town, from FDR all the way to Carter. And I wish that he could play for you tonight so much. I wish that he could be alive so he could feel this new, renewed spirit, this unity, this optimism that America is now feeling. Thank you.
I think he is here, Gold. Goldie and I have been friends for a very long time. We've worried about the treatment of women together and the education of our children and our aging parents. We've fought together to try to change things in this country that we thought needed to be changed. And we try to encourage each other when we would get disappointed.
And we did.
But for the last year, we have watched you, Mr. Clinton, grow and triumph. And tomorrow, you will pledge the very best of yourself to America. We will be with you as artists and women, as mothers, daughters, sisters, Americans. We will be there with you to pledge, to dig deep down and challenge the very best of ourselves so that we and the country, like you, may grow and triumph.
It's a very happy time. Now we're going to introduce one of the most brilliant dance companies in America. Under the direction of Judith Jamison, they will be performing a work called Revelations.
Originally choreographed in 1960 by Alvin Ailey, it is set to the music of traditional Negro spirituals.
Dancing excerpts.
You didn't like that word from the beginning.
Dancing excerpts from Revelations. Here is Alvin Ailey, American Dance Theater.
I'm going home. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my, oh, rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my, oh, rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my, oh, rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my, oh, rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my, oh, rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Rock my soul in the bosom of Abraham. Oh, rock my soul.
November 3rd, 1992, my friend had just been elected President of the United States, and he had just finished his speech and began to walk off stage down into the crowd. And he finally came to me, and we embraced, and I felt him holding on. And I let go, and he kept holding on. And I just said, Bill, I've known since I was 15 that we'd see this day. And I'm so proud, and there's not ever going to be a day that goes by that I don't pray for you, and I love you very much. Suddenly, I felt him let go, and I let go, and we went back, me to the choir, him to the thousands of people waiting for him, and I didn't know what would ever be again, but it was a moment I'll never forget, and he gives the best hugs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Macaulay Culkin.
Mr. President-elect, Mrs. Clinton, Mr. Vice President-elect, Mrs. Gore, thank you for inviting me this evening. I have two admissions to make. One, this is the first presidential inauguration party I've ever been to. And two, until recently, I didn't even know what a presidential inauguration party was. But then again, so I've been told, until recently, neither did the Democratic Party. In fact, again I've been told, this is the first presidential inauguration party thrown by the Democrats in my lifetime. I did look up the word inauguration in my Webster's. Tell I'm using this a lot. Okay. It says that it means to mark a beginning. So, let's mark it. Mr. President-elect, Mrs. Clinton, Mr. Vice President-elect, Mrs. Gore. May I wish you a very happy beginning, and may it lead to a very happy middle, and of course, to a very happy end. Thank you and good luck. Do you think I'm going to walk off here without introducing the next great performer? I don't think so. He has a great voice, a great smile, and, hey, great hair. His name is Michael Bolton.
Times in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on me.
The Presidential Inaugural Gala will continue with Michael Jackson and Barbra Streisand.
Approach runway 23 right. First up flying vehicle.
Hey!
Danny,
I know what you're going to say. You don't have to. You like me. I won't make you say it.
I was just going to tell you to wear matching socks tomorrow.
Okay. Good tip.
They were two young lawyers with a passion for justice.
The accused are charged with murder.
They need you. You know how to win.
Risking everything.
I'm gonna put Jessup on the stand.
Against an enemy who'll stop at nothing.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
A Few Good Men winner. 5 Golden Globe nominations, including Best Picture, rated R.
New Orleans is very much a food city.
Where'd you have dinner last night?
People come here to eat. They want an experience.
Well, what did you have?
And it's not supposed to taste like it was cooked in Florida. It's supposed to taste like it was cooked in New Orleans. This is home. So we find the American Express card, it makes the customer feel so at ease, and you never get caught short.
American Express is welcomed at Commander's Palace and other hot spots.
At Ford Motor Company, quality is more than just the way a car is built. It's the design of the instrument panel, the richness of the finish, the turn of a wheel, the safety of a loved one. It's the way your car or truck makes you feel. For us, our commitment to quality is an obsession.
And it's paying off. 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles in America are built by Ford Motor Company.
Ford Motor Company, quality is job one. It's working.
She lived in a time of elegance. She was at home in a world of luxury. But she was born a slave.
Oh, Queen.
You're just a raggedy, itty-bitty slave girl.
The Yankees coming! Kill everybody!
And it took a lifetime of being free to learn the meaning of freedom.
How dare you speak to me like that? How dare you speak to me like that?
I know what you are.
I don't want your damn white charity. All I want is what's due me.
Danny Glover.
I love you with all my heart.
Martin Sheen, Anne Margaret, Jasmine Guy, Paul Winfield, Ossie Davis, Tim Daly, and Halle Berry as Queen in the epic saga of an American family. Discover the roots of a new generation.
This was my home.
Alex Haley's Queen, coming in February to CBS.
Ladies and gentlemen, international opera star and United Nations Goodwill Ambassador, Barbara Hendricks.
It's been a long way from my father's church in Arkansas, where I made my singing debut at about age 4, to the great opera houses and even refugee camps throughout the world. In just about every country where I've performed, I've found that the music of American composer George Gershwin is not only familiar but beloved. Over the course of a 3-year period, Mr. Leslie Brickus took on his own labor of love and set words to the music of some of Gershwin's symphonic works. Tonight, in honor of this very special occasion, I have the privilege of performing a world premiere set to the music of the first movement of the Concerto in F. This piece is entitled The World That I See, and it tells us that we must all have the courage to pursue the dream to work together for a world that honors the humanity in each person above all else. See
was in the Army in my early 20s, stationed a long way away from home in Italy. I received a phone call early one morning from my dad, and it was about a tragedy. My mom was killed. About 10 minutes later, after I hung up from my dad, I got another call. Who is it but Bill Clinton? And when we hung up, I was a lot more focused and realized that I still had lots of friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Philander Smith College Choir from Little Rock, the group that sang at the governor's mansion on election night, now joins another of America's great artists, Judy Collins.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us home.
Jonesy? Uh-huh. What are you doing out there?
Hiding. Huh? Mr. Jenkins says the package I sent him didn't get there. He's calling every 5 minutes to yell at me.
It's probably in his mailroom. Just call Federal Express. They'll tell you when it got there and who signed for it, so Jenkins can yell at him instead.
All I gotta do is call Federal Express? Great.
Only Federal Express can confirm delivery in seconds. Other companies can take days.
What are you doing back there?
I didn't use Federal Express.
Next time, use Federal Express.
Samsonite's Adventure Series luggage is perfect for those active vacations. It's sporty, easy to carry, and like every Samsonite, quite durable. The Adventure Series, for all you can pack into a vacation.
It's only natural that children look to their parents for answers. So to help you explain why some things that may be fine for adults aren't right for children, Anheuser-Busch offers Family Talk, free advice from professionals to use with your kids while they're still learning to be grown up. And their favorite teacher is you. Let's stop underage drinking before it starts.
The presidential inaugural gala will continue.
Next Tuesday, a network television premiere. It's Nick Nolte.
You and me's got another little job to do.
And Eddie Murphy.
Let me tell you something. I ain't working for you. I don't like you and I don't trust you.
The boys are back in town.
I have been having a very bad day. Already I've been shot at. I was on the bus and flipped over 17 times. Somebody blew up my Porsche. This time I promise you it's gonna be different.
Another 48 hours.
This is CBS.
Good evening, I'm Sue Mason with this TV8 News Now update. The UN's top weapons inspector says he's accepted Iraq's guarantee that planes carrying his teams over Iraq will be safe. Iraq has agreed to a ceasefire, but Pentagon spokesman Pete Williams says Iraq's pledges should be taken with a grain of salt. In other news at 10, we'll take you to the Des Moines School Board meeting where an emotional debate is underway whether students should ride MTA buses instead of school buses to save money, and the dangers of not using safety seats properly. Now this.
When you're congested, your nose takes over. You need Afrin. While cold tablets travel through your system, Afrin goes right to your nose. So it works 4 times faster than the leading cold tablet. Afrin, because you shouldn't have to wait to breathe.
Just when the other banks thought it was safe, Norwest is doing the unbelievable again.
No way!
This time with unbelievable one-payment free loan.
No.
For a limited time, borrow money for whatever you want, and Norwest will make one of your loan payments free.
Oh, no.
It's quick, easy, and could save you up to $400.
No.
Say yes to Norwest's unbelievable one-payment free loan and get one of your loan payments free. Those other banks just don't have it.
A winter storm watch tomorrow through tomorrow evening. The forecast at 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chevy Chase.
What an honor to be here in Washington, the home of FDR, the home of JFK, the home of Bill Clinton, and now most certainly the home of Steak Lovers Pizza. Mr. President-elect, Mrs. Clinton, Mr. Vice President-elect, Mrs. Gore, Chelsea, Tom, Harry, Dick, Genji, Dave, Jake, Zach, Jono, Pete, nice that you can make it. Wong Lee, Rusty, Mary Jo, Billy Bob, Sally Jesse, Geraldo. Dan? No, that's not Dan. I didn't think so. Well, I can't thank you all by name for coming here tonight, but Saddam, boy, are you in the wrong place. Anyway, I'll see you all later at the party. Mr. President-elect, or if I may, Mr. Elected President, with all the things going on around Washington and all the fuss and ceremony about my being here. And yes, I will be on the platform with you tomorrow when we take the oath of office. You can bet your running shorts on that. Let me say, with all the excitement my presence usually generates, you and the First Family might have overlooked what on a slow news day might have made a lead story, or at least a topic for a Donahue show, and that is the discovery, just this morning, of a handwritten first draft of the Constitution of the United States, a country we are all familiar with. I spoke to an admirer of mine at the State Department, and through the promise of a predated pardon, don't worry, sir, I did not use your name, he gave me a copy of the aforesaid document, a portion of which I'd like to read to you now, if I may. I need my glasses for this. All right, here we are. We, the guys of America, in order to form a real good club, establish a comfortable life for ourselves, get a comprehensive medical plan with possibly a single-payer system in the future, and bonuses for maintaining the status quo, exercise the right to bear arms, but not to arm bears. Well, that, you can see that was years ago when we had bears. So, pursue a life of happiness for those at liberty, and provide for a defense against commoners. Do hereby pledge ourselves to develop a strong Constitution in order to sell this strong Constitution to the American people. Well, as you can see, it was a first draft, and they brought in a couple of heavy hitters to do the rewrites, and by the time it went out in general release, it had improved considerably, I must say. The Constitution has survived the test of time, and now it is entrusted into your capable hands to make certain this remarkable document of purpose and inclusiveness continues to serve the rights and needs of all the people. Our hopes and prayers are with you, sir. That's a very difficult comedy transition to make. Now, Mr. President, it is my pleasure to introduce a member of the entertainment royalty. His credentials as an artist are unsurpassed, but he is also a person deeply committed to the future of the planet and the children of the world. The King of Pop.
Thank you, Mr. President-elect, for inviting me to your inauguration gala. I would like to take a moment from this very public ceremony to speak of something very personal. It concerns a dear friend of mine who is no longer with us. His name is Ryan White. He was a hemophiliac who was diagnosed with the AIDS virus when he was 11. He died shortly after turning 18, the very time most young people are beginning to explore life's wonderful possibilities. My friend Ryan was a very bright, very brave, and very normal young man who never wanted to be a symbol or a spokesperson for a deadly disease. Over the years, I've shared many silly, happy, and painful moments with Ryan, and I was with him at the end of his brief but eventful journey. Ryan is gone, and just as anyone who has lost a loved one to AIDS, I miss him deeply and constantly. He is gone, but I want his life to have meaning beyond his passing. It is my hope, President-elect Clinton, that you and your administration commit the resources needed to eliminate this awful disease that took my friend and ended so many promising lives before their time. This song is for you, Ryan. Like a comet blazing across the evening sky, gone too soon. Like a rainbow fading in the twinkling of an eye, gone too soon. Shiny and sparkly and splendidly bright, here one day, gone one night. Like the loss of sunlight on a cloudy afternoon, gone too soon. Like a castle built upon a sandy beach, gone too soon. Like a perfect sunflower that is just beyond your reach, gone too soon. To amuse, to inspire, to delight, here one day, gone one night. sunset, dying with the rising of the moon. Gone too soon. Gone too soon. This next song is dedicated to all the children of the world. There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place is much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joy, forgiving. If we try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. There are dreams, we stop existing and start living. Then it feels that always love's enough for us growing. Make a better world, make a better world. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough.
children, of the world we live, for our children, the world we live, for our children, the world we live, for our children.
Bill Clinton walked into my office and said, Mrs. Irons, where would you go to school if you wanted to be a foreign diplomat? And I said, off the top of my head, Georgetown. But it's difficult to get into Georgetown, so you need to apply to at least 2 more schools. But he didn't. And so I sweated it out for 2 years. And finally, the phone rang and it was Bill. And he said, Mrs. Irons, I got in. And I said, praise the Lord, for I'd have been ridden out of town on a rail if he hadn't.
We're talking to Sleepless in Seattle.
You called the radio station?
He's in Seattle.
He phones in one of those radio call-in shows. He tells them
that his dad needs a new wife.
She's in Baltimore.
I want to meet you.
Where is Seattle? Right. Where's Baltimore?
Is this crazy?
It's right there.
What if this man is my destiny and I never meet him?
Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan.
She could be a crazy, sick lunatic. Didn't you see Fatal Attraction?
God, she's beautiful.
Sleepless in Seattle. This film is not yet rated. Coming this summer.
My father grew up in the Depression. I grew up in the 60s. He fought a war and I didn't. All we ever saw in each other were the differences. I think we fought because we believed there'd always be time to take things back, make things right. I think now's the time for me to do that.
Ask anyone who's driven a Ford lately. Ask them why Taurus is the best-selling car in America. Why F-Series is the best-selling truck in America. In fact, ask them why 5 of the 10 best-selling cars and trucks in America are Fords. Ask and they'll tell you. Quality breeds success. Have you driven a Ford lately? It's more than just a question. It's an answer.
Would you like a backstage pass to the inauguration? Here's your invitation. 48 Hours is saving the best seat in the house for you. Wednesday.
Kelly McGillis.
They took my kids.
Treat Williams.
I'm not retarded. Little slow. No big deal.
Based on a true story.
I'm in love.
Keep away from my brother.
His family fought to keep them apart.
Just about give me back my faith in the human race.
But they were brought together by the bonds of love. Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Cosby.
Please, be seated. Thank you. How are you? Hey, Quincy, how you doing? How do you do?
I'm fine.
And how are you, sir?
Fine.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. And congratulations. What I wanted to talk to both of you about was I'm confused. You have people in black tie and tails, and you're from Arkansas. You're from Tennessee. Where are the clothes? What's happening? Now, this is your last affair dressed like this. I got the wrong clothes, but I think I have the right clothes. We're going to bring it home. Got it? You got a cap? Looking for a yellow cow. All right? One little present. He would have been here. And so this is for you to jog in. All right? There you go. All right. In the meantime, you can't have the horn. No, but it is his horn. It is his horn, but you can't have this because it's the wrong embouchure for you. All right. I'll see you. I have to go to work. Yeah.
Bill, can we get on with the bill?
sorry. Just came by to visit. All right. Quincy Jones in person. Golly. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. He took the mouthpiece with him. Ladies and gentlemen, on bass, Mr. Ron Carter. On trombone, Al Gray. On keyboards, Mr. Herbie Hancock. On tenor saxophone, Mr. Illinois Jacquette. On trumpet, Mr. Wynton Marsalis. On tenor saxophone, Mr. Wayne Shorter. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on soprano sax, Mr. Grover Washington, Jr. On flugelhorn, from out there, Mr. Clark Terry. Finally, on drums, the man who coordinated this once-in-a-lifetime jazz ensemble, the campaign for the Clinton Gore ticket, Mr. Thelonious Monk, Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, they will play for you a song entitled One More for Diz.
Nation, I knew his life had changed. He had met John F. Kennedy, shook hands with him, and he knew he wanted to go into public service. He wanted to be a foreign diplomat, and I told him he could serve his country better here at home. In fact, I even wrote in his yearbook that I'd see him in the White House. And tomorrow, those words come true.
The day may come when travelers don't care how much their luggage weighs. But for now, there's the Samsonite Lightweight. It's 25% lighter than the average soft-side suitcase. Because at least in the immediate future, the weight of the luggage you carry can still be a matter of some gravity. Samsonite, our strengths are legendary.
When does a good quarterback make a great receiver? When someone who's been drinking passes him their car keys. Nice pass. If you've been drinking, pass your car keys to someone who hasn't.
Friends know when to say when. A reminder from Budweiser.
You're sure no one else has this?
No way, Chief. It's the next big thing from Japan.
Yeah, we found it first.
We ordered 50,000 of them from Tokyo. They'll be here in a week.
A week?
A week.
And no one could get it here faster.
Santa couldn't get them here faster.
Federal Express can with Express Freighter, the only way to get shipments from around the world sent overnight to you by 10:30 the next morning.
By this time next week, everybody in the company's going to know our names. Santa couldn't get them here faster.
Express Freighter. If you don't use it, your competition will.
Everybody used to come in and say, you know, the R in your sign is backwards. Kids play with the same toys everywhere. People in Japan are no different than the people in the United States, no different than the people in Canada. They want things for their children, and the lower the price, the more they'll buy. I buy the majority of my purchases with the American Express card. It's simpler for me, period.
American Express is welcome to Toys R Us and other fun spots.
Hi, I'm Kenny Bernstein, reminding you to buckle up for safety every time you get in your car. Even if it's only for a short spin.
A message from your friends at Budweiser.
Ladies and gentlemen, Warren Beatty and Annette Bening.
Tomorrow, our newly elected leaders stand before the world and take the oath of office. And without a sword being drawn or a shot fired, the nation moves forward.
This peaceful transition is one of the most remarkable features of our democracy, and it's followed by something called the honeymoon. Ah, the honeymoon. That period of time between taking the oath of office and the first serious clash of ideas.
Tomorrow is the beginning of a well-deserved honeymoon. Governor Clinton and Senator Gore, those of us in the entertainment profession who believe in the necessity of your election, wish you a long and productive one. May it stand as a testament to this nation's desire for constructive change.
And may it last until your re-election in 1996 so that we don't have to wait. We don't want to have to wait another 16 years for one of these shows. You know, to do just one of these inaugural galas every 24 years really hasn't been enough rehearsal for me to get it right. So over that period of time, I have been introducing a number of activists at various fundraisers, and one group includes a singer, a composer, a writer, a producer, and a director, and I think I can save us some time here if I just introduce them all at once. Ladies and gentlemen, Barbra Streisand.
When I sang for the
then governor of Arkansas, at a fundraiser in California last September. He told me what his favorite song was of mine, and I said, well, I'm not singing it tonight, but I'll tell you what, I'll sing it at your inauguration. I am so happy to say here we are. This is a promise I'm delighted to keep. This is for you and Mrs. Clinton. Soft as an easy chair, love, fresh as the morning air. One love that's shared by two. I have found with you, like a rose under the April snow. Ago, I was putting my 4-year-old goddaughter to sleep, and I started to sing her a lullaby. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. The cradle will fall? I mean, was I supposed to tell her, down will come baby, cradle and all? What a frightening thought in a song that's been sung to children for hundreds of years to soothe them before they go to sleep, right? I started to think about the fairy tales that we read children, you know, like Take Hansel and Gretel. where a mother worried about how she and her husband will feed their children in the midst of a famine. And she says, early tomorrow morning, we will take them into the thickest part of the forest. They won't be able to find their way home, and we'll be rid of them. Talk about a dysfunctional family. Talk about rejection and abandonment. What does this say to children? What do parents say to children that sends them into the woods without them ever leaving home? Things like, you're a nuisance, you're a sissy, it's all your fault. Careful the things you say, children will listen. Careful the things you do, children will see and learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take, wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children. Sometimes the spell may last past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen. We cannot abuse children, either by word or by deed, because what's done to them, they will do to society. But if we give them the love and respect they deserve and educate them properly, we as a nation will be enriched. We must put children first. And we are so fortunate. We are so fortunate to have a First Lady who has fought for and will continue to fight for the rights of children. Because she knows that we hold tomorrow in our hands when we hold our children in our arms. So guide them, but step away. Children will glisten. Children will look to you for which way to turn to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Children will listen. Children will I'm a little hoarse tonight, you have to forgive me, but thank God the president-elect has made it fashionable. I have some tea for you here. With honey, no lemon. I know that grace is something said before a meal, but I feel that America has a great feast before it. And so perhaps a grace of sorts is appropriate. I'm thankful for the blessings bestowed upon us, the richness and beauty of our land, the diversity of our people, and especially for the new leadership, which will take us forward to a time of hope and healing. I'm thankful for our new Vice President. Because in your hands, I know the planet will have a true and devoted caretaker. And I am so grateful for our new president, who carries the burdens of our expectations in this unsettled world. The tasks are overwhelming, but you inspire in us a confidence and trust, a positive sense of the future that is new and wonderful. I pray for your health, your stamina, and your joy in the work that lies before you. We are, all of us, truly blessed. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. It is my honor and great pleasure to introduce to you the 42nd President of the United States, Bill Clinton.
you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me first say on behalf of my family and the Gore family, and I'm sure on behalf of all of you, how profoundly grateful we are to all these wonderful entertainers tonight who've warmed our hearts and lifted our spirits. I want to thank all of you for helping me come to this point and for sharing my last night as a private citizen. I've been out of public housing for a week now and I haven't known what to do. Let me tell you that on tomorrow, I will begin a journey that I hope will be our journey. I will do my best to be faithful to your trust, and I hope always, to the end of all of our days, you will all be very proud that you were here this evening and part of this week. I want you to know that none of us who were part of this campaign will ever forget who brought us here and why. And beginning tomorrow, we will do our best to be faithful to your trust. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Every community's worst enemy, a cop gone bad.
You pay me once a week.
To catch him, a good cop must put his life on the line.
We lost him.
On Top Cops, then. Are you worried what your kids are learning about sex in the classroom? Wait till you find out what they're learning on the school bus.
I was shocked.
Street Stories following Top Cops Thursday.
Columbia Pictures presents
I may be having a problem.
Bill Murray.
I'm reliving the same day over and over.
In a story about a weatherman who's living life like there's no tomorrow.
Don't drive angry.
Because there isn't.
I am an immortal. I have been stabbed, shot, frozen, electrocuted.
You're God.
I'm a god. I'm not the god.
Groundhog Day. Rated PG. At theaters February 12th.
I'm feeling empty. I'm feeling blue. I know it's over, and I know it's through. I once had the right one. Now I'm left high and dry. And man, you don't even want to know why. Oh no. 'Cause it hurts when the right one up and says goodbye. Bye-bye. Man, now that's the blues.
Next time you want to dye a Pepsi Ray, all you got to do is ask.
Now that's the right one, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing together for the first time since 1982, Lindsey Buckingham, Mick Fleetwood, Christine McVie, John McVie, and Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac.
If you wake up and don't smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and look at the day. You see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking
He's ready, the man who's about to become the 42nd president of the United States. In his own words, Bill Clinton, tomorrow on CBS This Morning with Harry Smith and Paula Zahn.
This is CBS.